Good morning, Cleveland. Hello, world. This is Whitney Trubisky from Witness This Life, and today I'd kind of like to talk about something that's a little scary, at least to me, and that is MLMs. It says it scares me because A, it's spooky season, and B, when I was starting to research um, side hustles, I always found that these were, you know, not really something that, everyone was kind of warning me about. And I was like, you know what, I'll just pick up more hours at work. So that's what happened there. Um, I had a neighbor once upon a time who sold makeup for a company I will not name. And they, you know, even like as a little kid, it always just seemed very sketch to me. Like always having to have parties, always like emailing. Well, I guess in the early days of email, but like just always mailing pamphlets like, hey, come to my party, or hey, here's I guess they called them a lookbook, but I'm not sure. Um, but that's what I kind of just remember it just being like, are you sure you're making money off of this? But who knows? She got a pink Cadillac one year, so maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But I'm pretty sure if you put two and two together, you know which company I'm talking about. The difference, I guess, like everyone's like, oh, what's an MLM versus a pyramid scheme? You know, um, MLMs, I think, well, from my research I've done, um, I'll link some websites down below, and I will. Yeah, the difference between an MLM and a pyramid scheme really is that MLMs are more about getting more recruits, whereas like pyramid scheme is more about like getting money. Like MLMs, like essentially how they work is um, a recruiter gets a recruit, and then they kind of take them under their wing. They talk, like this is how you do this. This is kind of, you need parties. You need, you just need to invite everybody, essentially. And while you're at those parties, you need to recruit others to go under you to to kind of like build up the pyramid, essentially. And yeah, so it's really more about getting recruits. It's not really about selling a product. And like these products can range from like makeup to like health supply, like health and wellness stuff. And also, I think there's one with sex toys. Because I think I went to a party for one with sex toys. I'll admit that. It was a wild time. But I mean, they were definitely like at the very end, like everyone's like, so who wants to host a party? Who wants to start? So, like, it was fun up until that point, I'll admit. um, but, they target three kinds of people, unfortunately, and it's all women. It's the stay at home mom, with the promise that A, you can have a social life because there will be people older than, around your age that, will be attending conferences and parties and things. But also, like, it targets single at home moms. Well, maybe single moms, maybe, but like stay at home moms for, just the fact that, oh, you can make a little money on the side. This job is super flexible when, in all honesty, if you kind of dig deep into it, it's really not. The second uh, group of women that it targets is like military, because you can kind of just pick up and go. It's not really so much a like you have to go to an office and work 9 to 5. It's supposed to be flexible. And the third group of women that it affects is Mormon women, because it religion the Mormon religion. Let me think. In the studies, in my research, I found that like money is considered very sacred, I guess, in the Mormon religion. So, yeah, and that's actually kind of the reason why a lot of MLMs are stationed in Utah, because, that's Mormonville, USA. So that's kind of the three people that it targets. And, that's sad that they make all these promises that aren't really going to pan out. So if you have had an experience with an MLM, I'd like for you to comment below, tell me your story, and how you kind of got out of it. And like and subscribe, and thank you very much.